Hi, it's Mike with AskTractorMike.com, and this is the last report on the John Deere strike, which has officially ended as of last night. And if you haven't been following, John Deere workers at 14 factories went out on strike on October 14th and have been out on strike ever since then. And they had an offer from Deere on November 2nd that was voted down, which Deere said was their last and final offer. And last night, yesterday, they voted on a modified last and final offer and approved it. And so around 10,000 Deere workers at 14 factories are probably back to work maybe today. They're on their way back to work. And the actual vote was 61% for to 39% against. But not everybody liked this contract. The Waterloo plant voted 44 for, 56% no to vote it down. So not everybody was on board there, but long and the short of it, the overall vote was for, and they're back to work today. And if you want to know what they got out of it, they got $8,500 immediate bonus, an immediate 10% raise, and then a couple of 5% raises over the next 6 years, and some lump sum payments, and an incentive program. If Deere does well, they get paid. So it's a nice package. And they're back to work, and that's good. By my calculations, they've been out 25 working days. And the reason I've talked about this so much, and the reason it's important to most of us, is about what's going on with the supply chain. You know, with COVID, everything is in tight supply, and a strike at this time of year made that situation worse. But maybe it allowed some of the factories to get some of the components in for tractors and help them catch up a little bit in that way. I don't know. I would kind of guess they'll catch up pretty fast, but who knows? We'll wait and see. Our supply chain is got some issues, and it's going to be a while before it gets back to normal. One thing, takeaways, I guess, from this is, number one, the supply chain situation didn't get any better over this. Number two, we've got other union votes coming up with some of Deere's competitors, and I'm sure all of them were hoping this got settled. In normal times, when you had plenty of inventory, everybody that competed with John Deere would love this, because if they couldn't get supply and parts and things like that, it would make the competitors try to get more market share. But the situation we're in with everybody short of inventory, I don't think anybody was wanting this strike to go on very long on any side. So the competitors, the other big players in the game, a lot of them have union contracts coming up for vote, and it's a time when the only options really with the limited labor pool is to take production offshores, and I talked about that in a previous video. But right now the ports are clogged, you can't get stuff unloaded, so that doesn't even seem to be a viable option. So we're kind of in a mess in our supply chain, but it did get a little better with Deere ratifying the contract. Now, I've got to say, I usually do my little videos on hooking up PTOs and how to set your bush hog and things like that. And this is the first time I've ever talked about anything political. I'm kind of a little shocked at the comments. Some of you think I'm anti-union, and I'm really not. Some of you think I'm anti-Deere, and I'm really not. I've had to fight Deere for a lot of years. I've always worked for a competitor of theirs, and so it's hard for me to love Deere, but I don't hate them, and I respect them a lot. They're a tremendous company, and as far as being anti-union, I worked in a factory when I was in college for a summer, cleaning bulk tanks at Paul Mueller Company in Springfield, Missouri. And I got a taste of what it's like to be in a union. That's mind-numbing work sometimes. And I decided at that point, it paid really good, had good benefits, but I wanted to go back to college and get my degree and do something different. So I have empathy for the people that work in factories and do that for a lot of years. And the guys at Deere that have been there for a long time, a lot of them are farm folks, and I'm sure they've good work ethic and everything. And it's tough to work in a factory. It's not something I'd want to do, and they're being compensated well for it, and more power to them. So, long and the short of it, the Deere strike is over. There may be more strikes for competitors coming down the road, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But anyway, appreciate you watching my videos. If you'd like to subscribe to my YouTube channel, I'd be honored. Click the mic face icon and check the bell so you're notified when I post future videos. Here's a link to my website and the Tractor Fund store with unique items for sale for the tractor owner, and it helps support my channel. Here's another video you might want to watch. Thanks for watching.